Welcome to the 64th Annual St. John Santa Claus Parade. On behalf of the Uptown St. John and the St. John Santa Claus Parade Committee, my name is Leslie Keating. Thank you for joining us again this year. Well, we'll delve right in with the number 9 Rodney Sea Cadets. They are the oldest Sea Cadet Corps in New Brunswick. The Sea Cadet program is open to anyone between the ages of 12 and 18 and helps develop leadership skills. Let's take a listen. Don't they sound great? Up next, you can see some of the many St. John police vehicles. Without them, the St. John Santa Claus Parade would not happen, including the 1960s Volkswagen Bug, which is part of the St. John Police Museum. Up next, we have Sergeant Jeff LaFrance. He is this year's parade marshal. Sergeant LaFrance is recently retired from the St. John Police Department, and we thank him for all the years of work he's done with this parade and with the city in general. Up next, we have the Mad Mobile with the walkers and their banner. Once again, they're promoting the message to drive safe and always plan ahead during this holiday season.
To face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland.
Up next, we have the entry from the City of St. John, with Mayor Don Darling and much of City Council, along with a special guest. The City of St. John wishes everyone a very safe and happy holidays. And here's some members of council with their families. And oh, who's that right behind them? Well, I think it's Bob the Builder. And Fleaburn. Hi, Bob. And also Dr. Ed Doherty, the MLA for St. John, would like to wish everyone a very happy Christmas also. Up next, we have the SPCA Animal Rescue St. John. All the furry friends are dressed up nice and warm. It is a beautiful night, but they're having a great time. So their float is based on the ever popular Paw Patrol.
Do you love Paw Patrol? Who's your favorite character?
What an awesome float.
Hey Norm, I brought something to say hi.
Did you know that Chase is here? Okay. Well, who's there? There's Chase! Chase is here from Paw Patrol to help us get our lights back from our runaway puppy. What are we going to do? Who else likes Paw Patrol here? Do you like Paw Patrol? Oh, will you say Paw Patrol to the rescue for me? Paw Patrol! Paw Patrol to the rescue! High five! And then the co-host. Awesome! All right, St. John SPCA, we'd like to thank everybody.
And thank you, St. John SPCA. I know for sure their float was a great big hit. Up next we have St. John Girl Guides. Girl Guides Canada is providing girls with fun activities like hiking, camping, selling cookies. And they're dressed up nice and warm. It's a beautiful night, but it can get chilly here uptown. And they're all having a great time roasting marshmallows around the campfire. And I love their hats. Up next we have Miss Team Elite Canada, Athena Leslie. She will be traveling to the Bahamas in August to compete in a beauty pageant to represent Canada. So we wish her the best of luck. From the folks at Kennebec Manor and Kingsway Care Centre, they're working together to support quality of life for their residents. This float represents Grandma in the living room at Christmas with her children and grandchildren. Merry Christmas from all the staff and residents. Up next we have Irving Oil. Their float features the Elf on the Shelf building, a huge gingerbread house in the middle of an oversized living room. The float also has a big decorated Christmas tree, huge couches to hold the team members who work with Irving Oil. Oh, I see the gingerbread house. So happy holidays from Irving Oil. So it's just a beautiful night here in Uptown St. John. Lots of people waiting to get a glimpse of the big guy at the end. We'd also like to thank the workers of Local 18 for the City of St. John, who at the beginning of the parade did a pickup for the St. John Food Bank. Up next, we have an entry from Air Canada and Unifor. So we're happy to have them back again this year. They always do a great job. So their float has a gazebo duplicate of King Square. They also have carolers wearing costumes. Oh, look at those muffs look very warm. And their float has that great looking sled. I see some minions. Quite a few minions. Crown Rust Control would like to wish all their customers a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and safe holiday season. I think minions are popular with everyone. The ever popular Grinch, who is with St. Patrick's School. St. Patrick's School will be closing in June 2017. A new school right now is being built on the west side of St. John. The school opened in 1924, and during its 90 years, thousands of students have been served, and so many memories have been made. The staff and students of St. Pat's thought it would be fitting to say thank you to their beloved school and its community by putting this float in the parade. People on the float are former students of the school. Up next, we have the Snore Shop. This is their second year in the row in the parade, and they'd like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And they're here to help your annoying snoring problems. And I see the Wave and Country 94 have decorated their cruisers. Oh, another minion. So, as you know, we are in Uptown St. John. And on December 2nd, Uptown St. John will be having their annual open house called Uptown Sparkles. The evening will be filled with lots of great Uptown traditions. Horse-drawn carriage rides. It's just a great time to get out and discover. So that is on Friday, December 2nd. We hope to see you there. Oh, up next we have Xperi Dance. And one of their favorite Christmas memories is playing in the snow. Up next, we have St. Malachy's Memorial High School. So their float is depicting Christmas memories over the last 100 years. What a great job they did once again. Up next, we have Able Pest Control. They've been serving Canadians since 1924. They'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We have another great big float coming, this time from Cupey, New Brunswick. And their float depicts Christmas memories of baking cookies with the family. I can almost smell them. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lines a leap and 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milk, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold rain, 4 glowing birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me.
I sent 11 fibers fibing, 10 lines a leap and 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milk, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying.
And now we have Miss Canada Preschool in Miss St. Croix Valley. Stu's Cleaning Services would like to wish all of their staff and customers the best of the season. They offer auto detailing, house and building washing. Now this is a returning entry from last year that proved to be very popular. The St. John Cycling Club. They are a non-profit organization with approximately 100 members. The club highlights include working with all levels of government, advocating for cyclists and safe cycling in the St. John surrounding areas. They host weekly group rides for both road riders and mountain bikers, trail maintenance, and to expand the trails in Rockwood Park. It's a great way to stay warm tonight. Don't they look great?
Merry Christmas!
Up next, we have Brett Chevrolet Cadillac, Buick GMC, showcasing some of their current line available for the showroom this year. All the vehicles are decked out. Up next, we have Stella Maris Church on the east side of St. John. Their theme is bringing Christ to the people and the people to Christ. On their float, they have many members of their east side parish. And once again, they've done a great job. Well, I think we hear the 639 Royal Canadian Air Cadets. Don't they sound great? They have participated in the St. John Santa Claus Parade for many years, and we love hearing them every year. Now we have the River Valley Ground Search and Rescue. So the walkers are volunteers and family members. And this is their vehicle.
Merry Christmas!
Up next, we have Key Industries. Their float this year is Once Upon a Time, bringing back childhood memories on outdoor skating rinks and sliding fun. The cold, crisp wind echoes as Christmas memories are forged on the old family pond. Well, it's certainly not cold enough to freeze a pond tonight, which I think everyone sitting around waiting for Santa is very thankful for. Up next, we have one of the perennial favorites, Simon's High School. So as you can see, They've got a cabin, and everyone's going up to the log cabin. Christmas in a cozy log cabin. Doesn't that sound great? Everyone's got their skates, and they're all bundled up nice and warm. The Christmas tree glitters against the rustic backdrop. Oh, and I think we're going to see a rustic fireplace that everyone's gathering around after an outing skating, skiing, sledding, or snowshoeing. Nice and warm. Oh, I see some skis too. Oh, they got a band. At Simon's High, they join with you all in celebrating this Christmas scene. Memories that will last forever. What a great job. And up next, we have their cheerleaders. Thank you, Simon's High cheerleaders. We're happy to have back the HMCS Brunswicker. The Brunswicker is New Brunswick's Naval Reserve Division. They have over 90 years of service to Canada. The mission of the Brunswicker has remained unchanged, to provide the Royal Canadian Navy with trained, effective, and professional sailors. The sailors with the Brunswicker train weekly here in St. John and regularly deploy on ships and operations both in Canada and around the world. And up next we have a few people from Dance Zone. They're located in Milledgeville. They would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you, Dance Zone. Always a very cute float. Another perennial favorite, St. John Energy. They really light it up. St. John Energy's float is composed of their favorite Christmas memories, including a turkey dinner, children having a sliding party, and more. Ooh, I can see the turkey. Up next, we have some walkers from Seitel, and they wish everyone season's greetings, along with some of their four-legged friends. and the cruiser from 88.9. Rocking out some tunes. The Salvation Army has been operating in St. John since 1885. Besides their church activities and community services, they've also been providing emergency and disaster services for the past 10 years. So they've included their community response unit vehicle, Up next, we have the Tinanog Forest School. And their float has the children enjoying some fresh air and freedom every day in the florist classrooms. These free-range kids love learning, exploring, and making memories in the woods, especially during the winter. Their float was inspired by the beauty, magic, and sounds of our forest during the holiday season. Up next, we have some vintage vehicles. A 1937 Chevy pickup. I know the cars are always very popular and certainly depicts the theme of Christmas memories. And following the vintage vehicles, we have some newer cars from St. John Hyundai. Nice and lit up. Up next, we have the Knights of Columbus. And their float reminds everyone of the reason for the season. The Knights of Columbus are very active in the community. And we're happy to have them back again this year. Up next, we have M&J Roofing. They're locally owned and operated by Mike and Julia Kinney. And they'd like to wish Merry Christmas from all of us at Kinney Roofing. Well, I think I hear the sounds of the 161 CK Beverage Royal Canadian Air Cadet Squadron Marching Band. Let's take a listen. This coming year, the squadron celebrates its 75th anniversary of serving St. John and area. Up next, we have Atlantic Heating and Cooling. It's not super cold here tonight, but still, They wish everyone a safe and warm holiday and New Year. And more minions. Snoopy on his house. Up next, we have the St. John Boys and Girls Club. And their memory is also Snoopy, but this time with the Red Baron, with his very popular Christmas song. Awesome job, St. John Boys and Girls Club. And back again this year, we have Pub Down Under.
TV, we have Locker Tower.
And they are a local pub that supports live local music. Up next, we have Little Lake Pavilion. And they're excited about the 2017 Soapbox Derby, which will make great memories for next year. The program will have 1,700 students from 21 schools, with the funds raised supporting Pals in the Park. So once again, it's a beautiful night here in Uptown St. John. And everyone's getting ready, because I heard that Santa's here. And that mascot from Samuel de Champlain tells me that the Sam the Sham float is up next. Up next, we have the Cannon Animal Hospital. And this year's entry, human and four-legged, includes the Mayor, Martha May, Cindy Lou, and where do these characters come from? You got it, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So here's some more of the Whobillions now. And oh, here he is, the Grinch himself. He looks like he's in a good mood. So up next, we have Fresh Start for Women. So Christmas is the time of year that we do give back At the beginning of the parade, as we all know, we pick up donations for the food bank and for Coats for Kids. There are many people in this community that are in need at this time of year. Fresh Start Services has assisted over 2,000 people since 2009, which does things as helping with unsafe living conditions, helping with loss of income and employment. They're a very motivated group who share a common goal to reduce poverty and homelessness in our city. If you'd like to help out, you can find them on Facebook under Fresh Start Services for Women. And some nice decked out vehicles from King Mazda. Up next, we have some perennial favorites, the Shriners and their Motorcoat mini cars. And we're so happy they could come out this year. If the weather is inclement, it's very difficult for them to join us. So because it's such a nice, clear night that's not too cold, they're able to bring their vehicles out. And the kids, little kids and big kids, love to see them. So thank you, Shriners. Oh, and here comes more of the Shriners cars. And you just saw Downey Ford, featuring a 2016 F-150. Up next, we have commercial vehicle enforcement. These are the officers that enforce weights and measures for the province. So the officers inspect logbooks, load security, transportation safety goods, and I'm pretty sure they inspected Santa's float this year to make sure that everything was good to go. So if we see Department of Public Safety, we know Santa's pretty nearby. So right now, we have some of the staff who are volunteering from Canada Post picking up letters to Santa. Now don't forget, it's not too late to send your letter to Santa, postal code HOHOHO, and he'll write back. And I see lots of little boys and girls out here tonight with letters for Santa. So thank you, postal workers, once again.
Santa letters! Letters for Santa! Merry Christmas, Santa letters!
Up next, we have Ambulance New Brunswick. They're responsible for providing land and air ambulance services to New Brunswickers and their guests. With over 1,000 highly skilled emergency medical dispatchers, paramedics, and flight nurses, AMB responds to approximately 100,000 calls each year for help. Up next, we have the Vintage Fire Truck. Thank you, Local 771. The firefighters we thank them once again for maintaining Santa Claus's float. And here's the big guy now. Hi, Santa. Here he comes. Well, on behalf of Uptown St. John and Rogers TV, I would like to thank you for joining us for this year's 64th annual St. John Santa Claus Parade.